as you see, Thrasher and Coffey both involved in the caution. Bentley Thompson ultimately will be the winner, and that's how that decision was made. They're rolling off the next group down trackside. This, the Bandolero Outlaws. And they, too, with a pretty strong field of cars. And no surprise on the front row of this one, the 35 of Owen Zacharias, Colt Johnson alongside. Then it's Carson Sherman and Colt Gubnestad, Finn Buckley, Chloe Mazzagatti, Lillian Pellizzari in the Moo car. Carter Erickson, Carson Cobble, Allie Johnson rounding out the top 10. Then it's Riley Hutchins, Addison Martinez, Kinsley Tatum, Lucas McFall, TJ Moon, who had a really good run yesterday. What in the world? Holy cow, why is he in the back? Yikes. And Carter Stein starting shotgun the field. I feel like this is rinse and repeat from last race. Watch the guy in the last row. He's probably going to head to the front. Keep an eye on that blue 9 car of TJ Moon. Here we go.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Lucas McFall here on the front straightaway. He and Carter Stein having a little meet and greet.
Easy up, 13. Easy up. I got fire safety on the track.
So it's going to take a minute, it looks like, to get Carter Stein's car off the racetrack here. Don't know exactly what happened. Hopefully we'll have a replay from the overhead and maybe see what exactly occurred right there in the back of the field.
All right, original start as ran, 35 in.
Here we go. Take a look at it. Look at the back of the field coming at you here.
15 in, 87 out. Moo in, 8 out. 37 in, 75 out. 15 in, 8X out. 20 in, 13 out. 9 in, 11 out.
Relatively benign contact.
Backward, light stop, coming to green, light stop, coming to green, light stop, coming to green. Green.
Try this again. Owen Zacharias and Colt Johnson in front row. Oh, Zacharias bobbled. I don't know what bump he hit, but that car did not like it. And here we go, 3 wide for the race lead. Carson Sherman in the preferred lane.
Yellow.
First lap has been completed, it looks like, so there is a yellow. Right out in the inside of turn 2. Just below the CRA Jegs trailer they have in the infield there. There is the roof of a car. Cannot see who it is.
Go ahead and stop right there. Red flag. Let's get him,
that is the Tatum automobile, it looks like. Kinsley Tatum in the 20. And it looks like there may be another vehicle back there that we cannot see because of the trailer. See fire and safety acting like maybe they're talking to another driver. So it looks like there are 2 vehicles back there. There you see the 20 of Tatum pulling away. Judging from timing and scoring, that may be the 8X of Addison Martinez. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
16,
Addison Martinez had an issue, and poor Kinsley Tatum had nowhere to go. Oh, boy.
8.
Man.
8 in front of 37. 87, 8, 37.
Bryson Carlbert earlier, he was up in the air after an incident. Kinsley Tatum went tell you what, we're going to call it Bandolero Jam. There's a group out of Florida that does something else with monster trucks, and you kind of probably know who it is, but we'll call this Bandolero Jam. The way a couple of these drivers have been having the luck today, man. Just things happen. Wrong place, wrong time. And what do you expect? You put a bunch of things in a circle at a high rate of speed. Chaos sometimes ensues. It's part of kind of what happens.
20 in front of the 13. 8X and 11 in front of the 13 will be good. Let's tighten it up. We want to go to 1. Lights up, color green. Lights up, color green. Next bye-bye.
So Carson Sherman is the leader after that brilliant 3-wide pass.
Green, green. Yellow, 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 yellow. Front stretch, go low. Nine F 35, 16, 24.
Oh, well, there we go.
In front of the 15. Sorry, ladies, we did not complete the lap.
So start out for not a great race for Mr. Stein, and it looks like Carter Stein's race is going to continue to not be good. Not been a good morning for driver number 11.
Tighten it up for lights out, color green. Tighten it up for lights out, color green. Nice and easy, everyone. Nice and easy. Easy, green.
Carson Sherman brings him down. 2 laps are complete. We'll try this again. Owen Zacharias got a heck of a run in turn 1, but didn't get the run off. Meanwhile, here comes Colt Johnson trying to get around Finn Buckley. He'll do so. Put Mr. Johnson up to P3. And now for the lead, Owen Zacharias.
Yellow, yellow, yellow for the 13.
Fernand.
Yellow, yellow, yellow for the 13.
Lucas McFall has gone around in the back stretch. He'll get that car righted.
You go in front
And
of
we'll re-rack him again.
15 in front of 75. duck coming to green, light duck coming to green, next time by.
Three complete. Good to see Lily Implazeri there in the top 6. Her race ended right about there yesterday on lap 1. A start crash, and it was not a good day for... Oh, problems for Carson Sherman. Sherman, the leader, has broken, getting into turn number 1. Oh, man. Looks like Sherman's going to roll to a stop and maybe not be able to get to the infield. Meanwhile, up front, it is Owen Zacharias and Colt Johnson. That lap will be completed. Leader Owen Zacharias and Carson Sherman. It appears something broke, likely the chain through. But Carson Sherman, man. This car gets up to speed and just loses all fire. Like we said, almost like a chain broke or got thrown. Watch this. Not that there's a lot to see. It's not pretty spectacular. Cars rolling, pulling, and then it's not. That is the worst feeling as a driver when you have bing, and that's basically what happens. You feel that car stop pulling, you hear the engine RPMs go up, and you just sort of go, ugh, because you know what happened. Tough break for Carson Sherman. Man, you hate to see that. There you see Sherman's team, as we suspected, looking at the back axle. Like the chain may have been thrown or the sprocket may have broke something back there. And it looks like whatever it is, they ain't fixing it. Not right now, anyway.
Doesn't look like they're working, so we're going to get one to go at the line. Lights out, coming to green next time by. Lights out, coming to green next time by.
That's a bummer if you're Carson Sherman. So Zacharias, Johnson,
Here we go, coming to green.
Gubmestad, Buckley, and Impelazeri in the top 5. Here we go again. And Colt Johnson off turn 2. That car turned left. And Owen Zacharias has got to go, oh, man, I wanted to be down there. New leader at the conclusion of lap 5. Colt Johnson to the point. Johnson, right behind him. Gubmestad around. Finn Buckley piles in. A couple other spin to avoid. But we've got a errant wheel and tire, and I think that came off the Finn Buckley car that has come to a stop now in turn number 3. Gubmestad went around all on his own. Poor Finn Buckley, I think, had nowhere to go. There you see the wheel. And there you see its former owner. Well, still its owner. Formerly attached to that race car. How's that sound? So Finn Buckley's day's over. Here's what happened. Watch this.
We did complete the lap. 24 is the leader.
Oh, so Buckley hit the wall trying to avoid Gubmestad. Yeah, as we said, had nowhere to go. That's what ripped the right front off of it.
24-35.
You see Gubmestad reach for the roof and go, okay, I'm good to go. Let's go. That's the spirit of a competitor. Here, now take a better look at it here. Yeah. There you see the 51 of Gubmestad just around all on his own. We saw it in the corner of the frame from our live shot. Buckley again, nowhere to go. Great job by Lily Impelazeri to avoid that accident.
Then the 9,
Same for TJ Moon, who now is up to 4th. that could have been a bad day for a couple of people. Good job by those drivers trying to avoid the chaos.
1575, 8X, 20, 87, 13. Fire bump, roll off, fire bump, roll off.
Oh, it's supposed to have 2 tires on that side. Well, that's not going to function very well for Finn Buckley.
Lights up, coming to green next time by. Lights up, coming to green next time by.
It's kind of one of those racing deals. Five laps complete.
Stay off the bumpers there. Off the bumpers.
Slowly closing in again on the time limit on this one. Colt Johnson is the leader. Owen Zacharias, Lillian Pellizzeri, the top 3. Green flag is out here in the Nashville NX Spring Series presented by MPI. And here comes TJ Moon. Started near shotgun on the field. Moon to third. Now Moon to second by Owen Zacharias. TJ Moon put on a clinic yesterday. He is driving through the field here this afternoon. He's up to second now. Further behind him, there you see the aid of Carter Erickson trying to get around Lillian Pellizzeri. Lily, good job hanging tough on the high side there in turns 3 and 4. Same thing in turns 1 and 2. She is up on the wheel. She'll tuck back behind Mr. Erickson. Oh, tried to do the high-low switch, just kind of mistimed it. Carson Caldwell right behind this group. He is in 6th. Lillian Pellizzeri had the car get a little tight under there on the exit of turn number 2. Had to back off the throttle slightly. Good race here between Carter Erickson, that freight auctions ride, and the Night Cow, a.k.a. the Moo Car of Lillian Pellizzeri. See him over that transition in turn 1. Really upsets those cars. Everybody does a good job to find the right spot, keep him going. They'll work around the slower car of Lucas McFall. Oh, here comes Lily. She's down to the bottom. Erickson forced to give up the lane, and now the spot. Moving Pellizzeri back to 4th for the time being. We have crossed the halfway point in this one.
Come on, 13.
For a Kyle McGowan reference, McFall had a little bit of a moment, had to get that car righted again. He did so. Now Lillian Pellizzeri starting to pull away from this group. Took her a couple laps to get the momentum rolling. She's starting to pull away, and look at this. Here is the 87 of Chloe Mazzagatti. The drivers made the trip down from Ohio. Consistent folks we see at all these national events now, the entire Mazzagatti team. We got a bunch of race cars they bring. Really cool outfit they've got. Really dedicated to the sport. Glad to see him here. And good-looking car, for that matter. Like the pink and the yellow combination. Neat little accents on that race car. She now trying to find a way around Carson Caldwell. And problems for Lucas McFall again in turn number 4.
13X the racetrack.
So with 4 laps to go, we are slowed, and it will be a short run to the finish restart. Colt Johnson over TJ Moon. TJ had gotten it down to about a half a second or so We were about to have a battle up front, but that is all for naught for now.
Carry him low down the backstretch, low down the backstretch.
Here's a look at it. Oh, right in front of Impellizzeri and Erickson. McFall went around. Good job, everybody, to avoid that spinning race car. Oh, boy, that's not good. Lilly and the other 8 car of Addison Martinez have come together. Looks like Impellizzeri going to be able to roll away from the accident.
Move, go back up to 4th. Move is in 4th.
And perhaps the same for Addison Martinez. A little bit of damage on the back of that car, perhaps from that incident or another.
About 5 minutes after the fact. Should be 35, move 8. 35, move 8. We are lights out, coming to green next time by. Next flag ends this race.
So there you have it from Kyle McGowan. Next flag will end this race, be it yellow or checker. So Colt Johnson's got a pretty tall order in his hands. Keep TJ Moon behind him for 4 laps. And the way this has been going, that might be a process. Let's see what unfolds. Green flag's out. Whoa, big slide for Owen Zacharias on the restart. Causes Lily Impellizzeri to check up. She's going to lose a spot to Erickson, and up front, here comes TJ Moon. You've got to be perfect if you were Colt Johnson right now. TJ Moon was on a rail yesterday. He has been carving his way through this field. Certainly a contender for the MPI Up on the Wheel Award. Doink, a little bit of contact in turn 3. Moves Johnson up the racetrack. Side by side. Johnson leads lap number 18, but may not lead the next one. Moon to the point, and here comes Johnson, the old high-low switch. He thought about it. Didn't have enough momentum. TJ Moon now to the front of the field. But, oh, he slips in turn 4. Here comes Johnson to the bottom of the white flag in the air. Johnson noses ahead, contact, turn 2. TJ Moon is in the outside wall. How will race control take a look at this one? And it is under review. Johnson may be the winner. Zacharias may be the winner. TJ Moon may be rather hot. So we will take a look at that one. But TJ Moon certainly not where he wants to be right now with a damaged race car in the middle of the backstretch. Can't tell if Johnson just lost control or if he went up the hill there to kind of try to throw a block or what happened. Take another look at this. Man, kind of like last night, I don't want to be in Kyle McGowan's shoes.
24-35-8 the top 3. 24-35-8 is the top 3. That was racing. That was hard racing.
So Colt Johnson going to be the winner, round number 2 of the Bandolera Outlaw feature here at the NX Nashville Spring Series. And TJ Moon going to make the long walk back to the pits just a little bit short.